first there was the Redcat Ascent 10 scale. Then they came out with the Redcat Ascent 18, and now it's small. The Ascent 32 is officially here, and yes, it's really that small. When you get this truck out of the box, it does come with, it's only a, it has a little package of body clips, so that if you want to swap this body off to something else, a package of body clips, so that if you want to swap this body off to something else, you can. It comes with a charger, little USB charger like you'd expect for the 1S LiPo that's included inside of the truck. And then it has this RTX 32, which I don't think I've ever seen this from Redcat before. Small little controller, but it actually has a channel 3/bind button over here. It has steering dual rates and trims, and your on-off button over there. 4 AA batteries to get up and started, and you can look in the manual to see how you put them in. So except for the 4 AA batteries, you get everything you need in the box to get this thing up and running as soon as you open it. You know, really what you can see here is the family resemblance. This is the Ascent Fusion, so it has the different body on it, and this is the Power Wagon. But this same body harkens all the way back to the original Ascent Fusion 10 scale that was put out. And you can get it not only in the super bright pink that I have here, but 3 other colors as well. I think a graphite, a red, and a blue. Beyond the body, there's actually a lot of other similarities that you'll notice immediately. It looks just like the 10th scale Ascent shrunk down. The bumpers are the same. It even has the same little quarter turn latch mechanism back here for helping you get the body off. It tilts up, or you can slide it forward and take the whole body off. The chassis design and rails, again, look a lot of the same. Rather large motor there compared to the size of the truck, but it is brushed with this receiver 2-in-1 unit. So it is a receiver and ESC 2-in-1. Plugs in the motor here, plugs in 5-wire non-standard servo over here, and then the battery, which is mounted up here in the front, this itty-bitty little battery right here, and it plugs in right here on the ESC, and then you have an on and off switch to fire it up. As you've probably already noticed from my other messing with it, those are non-oil filled shocks out of the box, which I think is probably just helping them get to their price point. Full of ball bearings throughout the whole thing, which is nice, especially in this scale. And it feels like some pretty dang sticky tires, along with the standard kind of Ascent 10th scale tire pattern that we saw on that truck. And actually those tires did quite well. It is 4-linked front and rear, and the servo is mounted just directly on the axle with a little servo horn right there. It's all very in the palm of your hand, kind of cute. So if I'm absolutely honest with you, I took one look at this truck and I was like, this thing is going to be useless. Absolutely useless. It's absolutely too small to go over anything. Even the 18th scale to me is like usually the borderline of as far down as you want to go. So what the heck is this thing for? Who's going to buy it? And are they going to be just immediately disappointed because it's not going to crawl over anything and it's going to immediately break because it's so small? Turns out I was wrong. So at first, I just 3D printed some new obstacles for it. I have a whole collection of obstacles like this that I designed for 18th scale. All I gotta do is shrink it down just a little bit. And I designed this kind of like ravine moon looking thing. And it just drives right over these things. But it actually fit better on 18th scale obstacles and drove over them better than I ever would have imagined. And I've been fortunate enough to have this truck in my hands for a couple days now, and something really surprised me. My son absolutely loves it. It's like his favorite new little RC car, and he comes out to the garage and steals it and then takes it into his room and makes little challenges for us. Seriously, here's a video clip. Last night, he made an obstacle course in our living room, and we were doing time trials racing around the living room with this truck. Like, that's pretty cool.
1376. Yeah!
One of the things with it is he has like bashed it and crashed it half like it's a monster truck, and it literally looks no worse for wear. So the durability of this thing has been quite good, actually. And yes, it was my son who figured out that you could drive it. I'm not sure if Redcat meant that as a design feature for the crawler, but I'll be honest, it has tickled the heck out of my 12-year-old. And it'll do it on the back too. When my major concerns with this thing were, is it going to be durable and is it going to actually be capable of anything? And the truth is, so far, it's passed both of those tests. Whether it's a kiddo bashing it, monster trucking it around test, or it is capability of crawling over appropriately scale obstacles, it's done pretty well. And the whole thing, $80, $79.99, ready to run, plus some AA batteries. $79.99, like. That's as cheap, basically, I think, as it gets right now. Axial just talked about releasing their SCX32 at $100. So in true Redcat fashion, coming in a little bit cheaper than them. But of course, it's not all perfect. You will notice that, you know, in order to hit the price point, like I said, non-oil filled shocks that are super bouncy. Now, it doesn't appear that the body and everything weighs so much that it's mattered a lot. Unlike the regular Ascent, it is a non-portal axle truck. It's straight axles out there. Probably the biggest thing that I've noticed around is the torque of the motor. It's either the torque or the gearing just isn't quite enough. It feels like I have to give it a lot of throttle to get it up and over something. And then once it's starting to go, you know, now I've given it too much. So it's like the throttle modulation and the torque of the motor just isn't really good enough for what it's trying to do. You see, it's just not very smooth there. Now, I don't know if that's just me being complaining, and I shouldn't be complaining so much for the price of the vehicle and the size of it and everything, and if I'm just so used to the more modern day brushless setups, like it even comes in this Ascent 18 high steer brushless model. The brushless setups are just so good these days that maybe it just makes some of the lower end brushed things just not feel as good. Redcat has partnered with Endura, and as of the launch of this vehicle, they have a whole host of upgrade parts that are already available for it, and hopefully some more even in the works. There's little brass diff covers, front steering links, ooh, fancy oil-filled shocks, brass lower transmission housing, oh, some brass portal, some brass hubs, and then a whole bunch of lower suspension links. All of this stuff is available on the day that this whole thing launches. How awesome is that? And since this truck is geared towards beginners, that's what Redcat says. They lower price, smaller scale, all that, just to make it as easy for folks who are interested in crawling, but maybe not willing to spend the big car money. Yeah, this is an easier way to get in, and you have the ability then to upgrade the car along the way, so you kind of get that whole piece of the RC experience. In order to help with that, I'm actually going to have a series of videos where I show you how to install all of these parts, and those are going to be coming out over the next few days. If you're watching this, you know, sometime in the future, it'll be part of a Redcat Ascent playlist that'll pop up at the end of this video. They had the 10th, they had the 18th, now we're all the way down to the 32nd scale, and just like its family heritage before it, it's actually pretty dang good for what it is and priced very reasonably. So if you have any questions about this truck, please leave them down in the comment section below, and I'll be happy to answer as many of them as I can. If you are interested in purchasing one, I will have links in the video description where you can then go and get one. And if you are curious about any of those install videos or anything else that I've done with the other Ascents, there'll be that Redcat Ascent playlist popping up over to your right. So thank you for watching, and I hope to see you later. Goodbye.